Welcome, I'm Robin. Today we will work on our core strength. This is a class for beginners or anyone who has just a little bit of time to come to their mat to begin in the center. So we've been doing a lot of work in the last series on a strong practice, very long videos. So I wanted to take some time to have shorter classes and work on different body parts, getting strength and flexibility. So Patanjali, who was a yogi sage and wrote the Yoga Sutras, an important yoga text on the theory and practice of yoga, says in book 2, number 46, it's Sthira Asanam, which is that every asana, every yogi posture should have both sthira, strong, strength, steadiness, and sukha, as I'm sitting, sukhamasanam, easy, peaceful. So having those two parts are very important for balance in the body. So not to do anything too much. So we're going to lie down on our backs to get started. You don't need anything. Maybe close your eyes before we try to find some peaceful strength. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat with your knees up. Notice how you're feeling in your body. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Exhale. Good. Again, big breath in. Sigh it out. Exhale. And you can keep doing that, or you can purse your lips as you're exhaling as if you were blowing out a candle. This might be helpful in these core exercises that we're going to do, or to come into your yogi breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Maybe set an intention here, or a mantra. I am strong. I am peaceful. Whatever it is. Make sure you have enough space over your head. So keep your legs where they are. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, and then let them go over towards the ground behind you. They don't have to touch the ground, depending on your shoulders and what else you've been doing today. And take another inhale. And exhale, lower your arms back down by your sides. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up and over. I have my palms in towards the midline. Exhale, lower your arms back down, palms flat. 1 more. Inhale, arms reach up and over. Pulling in my belly as I do this, not letting my ribs pop out. Exhale, lower my hands back down. Now take your hands to your hip bones, right in the front here. Feel your neutral pelvis pulling in your belly so there's no arch in your back. And your hips are level. You can keep your hands here, or you can put them back on your side. You're going to lift your right leg up to tabletop position. Just notice how your hips moved there. We want to try to keep them nice and steady. Lower your right leg down. Switch, use your core, lift your leg up so that your thigh is vertical and your shin is parallel to the mat. Exhale, lower. So keep alternating now side to side. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Trying to keep your hips steady and level. Moving with your breath. Just noticing what is. Lots of space in your low back, reaching your hips away. Now you can keep going with this marching, even flexing your ankles as you lift your shin up. Your chest is nice and open. Or you can keep both legs up to tabletop. So this is going to feel more in your core here, your low belly, as you're pulling your belly in, no arch in your back. From here, lower one leg at a time down towards the floor so that maybe your heel touches, or it doesn't even have to touch. Go to where you can still keep your core nice and tight and your back safe. No arch, no pain. Good. And you can keep going like this, alternating side to side, or you can add the arms. So you can lift both arms straight up towards the ceiling, and then as your right leg lowers down, your left arm lowers back. And then switch. So now this also becomes a challenge for the mind. So you're exhaling, opening up, and inhaling back to center. Straight up. So keep alternating, pulling the belly in, feeling that deep connection. 2 more pairs. And then when you've completed that, hug your knees into your chest, rock a little side to side. Straighten your legs up towards the ceiling. Flex and point your ankles. If your legs don't go straight, like mine do not, my hamstrings are tight, that's okay. You can keep a bend in your knees a little bit, or even go back to the tabletop position. From here, we're going to lift our tailbone up off the floor, reverse crunches. So our head stays down, but as if we were going to touch the ceiling with our toes. And even if your knees are bent here, you're drawing your knees in towards your body. Lifting your tailbone for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hug your knees into your chest, rock side to side to come up, or forward and back if that's okay with your back. And then cross your ankles if you're coming up that way, and come to all fours. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, pulling in your belly, shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, lift your tailbone, lower your belly, pull your heart forward for cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin towards your chest, maybe shake it side to side. One more. Inhale into your cow. And exhale into your cat. And then find your neutral, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Feel that core. Pulling up away from the floor. Another inhale. And exhale, lift your hips, down dog. You can pedal out through your legs and shake your head. Or you can find some stillness here. Widening through your sitting bones, feet about hip distance apart. Another big breath in. And big breath out. Walk your hands back towards your feet. So you're going to the back of your mat. Maybe you're feeling a nice stretch in the back of your legs. Take a half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold at that hip crease. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale your hands through your heart to your sides. Inhale, arms sweep up. Lower your right arm down, take a side bend. Come back to center, lower your left arm, side bend. Come back to center, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward, leading with your heart. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, walk out to plank pose. Reaching out through my heels, pressing the floor away. My head in line with my spine. Really pulling my belly, my whole front body up away from the floor. And I can also lower to my knees here. Take one more breath. And then lower your knees, untuck your toes, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, peel your chest up for a little cobra, feeling some work with your back muscles, also part of your core. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale, open up that front body. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes. Place your hands. You can keep your knees down to press up, or you can lift your knees up. Press all the way up to plank pose. Good. Breathe here. Wrapping your triceps back towards your body. Another inhale. Exhale, down dog. Taking my feet a little bit wider now. Widening through my sitting bones. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then come to your knees for side plank. So we've been working the front and the back part of our core. Now swivel your right shin to the side. We're going to work the side. Stretch your left leg long. Strong through that right shoulder, wrapping the shoulder blade. Drawing your ribs up towards the ceiling. Maybe taking the arm over the ear, feeling that big side bend. And then reach the arm up, take the hand behind the head, and take some crunches of your elbow towards the mat. Doesn't have to touch, just feel the crunch and the twist. Lift up, exhale, lower. No pain in your right wrist. You can come down to your forearm instead. One more, exhale, crunch. Inhale, open up, sweep the arm up. Come back to all fours. Let's switch. Swivel your left shin. Stretch your right leg long. Drop that shoulder blade in towards your armpit as you peel your chest up towards the ceiling. Staying here or reaching the arm over the ear, getting a big stretch in the side body, lifting up away from the floor. And then inhale the arm back up to the ceiling. Take your hand behind your head. You could stay here. Or let's take those crunches. Draw that elbow crunching in towards the mat. Lift it back up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. One more, exhale, twist. Inhale, open, reach up. Come back to all fours and lower to your forearms. Extend your legs back so you're in forearm plank. Pressing the floor away with your elbows, your forearms, your hands. Head in line with your spine, really scooping in that belly. For 5, 4, you can drop to your knees if you need. 3, 2, and 1. Lower your knees. Take a child's pose. Big toes together. Make space for your body. Soften your forehead down towards the mat, or if that's not comfortable, towards stacked fists, or to a block if you have one handy. One more breath here. And then come back up and lie back down on your back. A little bit more core work before we end. Lie down on your back. We're going to do a little bit more of those twists that we were just doing. So take your thigh bones back vertical and your shins parallel to the mat. Or if that doesn't feel good, you can keep it going with that marching that we did at the beginning. Or you can keep your thighs up, take your hands behind your head, take your right elbow towards your left knee, lower down, switch, and depending on, exhaling as you twist, depending on how you're feeling, maybe you're going up higher, maybe you're staying lower. The opposite elbow is staying on the mat here. And you can go stick with this, or you can come in and extend the opposite leg, picking up the pace. A little bit of cardio for 10, 9, 8, 7, belly pulls in, 6, not pulling on your neck, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Stretch your legs up long again, this time opening your thighs wide. So a straddle position. And you can gently press into your inner thighs if that would feel good. Or take your hands by your sides. We're going to take those reverse crunches from here. So lift your tailbone and lower. Now you can put a bend in your knees here if that works better, or you can keep them straight. Feeling this work in your low belly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, using your core, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, give your knees a squeeze. Lower your feet down to the mat like we started, hip bone distance apart. Press into your feet, start to peel your low back, your middle back, your upper back off of the mat for a bridge pose. You can hold on to your sticky mat. You can snuggle your shoulders underneath and clasp your hands. Really opening up the front body here, especially those hip flexors. Big breath in. Big breath out, long spine, big breath in. Big breath out. And then if you have your hands clasped, release the clasp, slowly lower down. Draw your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg long. I'm flexing both of my feet. Then take that right thigh across your body. Extend your right arm, maybe look at your right fingers. Your right knee does not have to touch the mat. It can come to a prop instead, or just hover in the air. Feel a nice stretch and twist in the torso. And inhale, come back to center, both knees in and switch. Extend that right leg. And then take that left leg across your body, maybe looking over your left shoulder towards your left hand. And drive both knees back to center using your core. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And then 1 minute of Shavasana, just letting it all sink in, maybe not even a minute. Finding a comfortable position where you can let go, where you can find that peace, that rest. comfort. And you could stay here as long as you like. You could press pause. But if you're ready to come back, make small movements of your hands and your feet, maybe stretching your arms over your head. And hug your knees into your chest and roll to one side. A moment of pause. Just notice how you feel in your body to connect back to the intention or mantra, whatever you said, if you said something. And then gently press up to a seat. Maybe sitting cross-legged or extending your legs. Bring your hands to heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here today. Let me know in the comments anything at all, how you enjoy the class, what postures or things you want to work on to build strength, and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and I hope to see you for the next class.